Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's your boy, Celine Driver, me, coming to you with another episode of Walkin and Talkin, but actually not walking, sitting in my backyard. A little different look. I usually am a little bit further out there, but they just sprayed some kind of fertilizer shit on the grass, so they say don't walk on it for a while, so I'm a little bit closer to the house, which is right there. Um, but let's see. First of all, I'm sorry I missed last week's video. Having some work done on the house, and I had workers all through the house, and was a bit noisy, even outside the house. Saws going, and hammers hammering, and it's a mess. They're still not done yet, but they're not working today, so got the opportunity to got the opportunity to sit down for a few minutes, think of something I wanted to say, and say it. Let's see. Real quick, I know that some people have been having a lot of fun with the Florida Gator quarterback, Richardson, aka AR-15, getting caught for speeding 105 in a whatever it was zone after the spring game, or maybe before the spring game, I'm not sure, probably after. And to those people I say, come on, man. Considering the seriousness of shit that goes on in these college football programs, not just the Gator program, but practically every program you can think of, speeding doesn't even rise to the level of a troll. I mean, I realize that it's a slow season and you got to talk about something, but a 20-something going 105 miles an hour down a country road doesn't rise to the level of the amount of trolling that I saw out there. I mean, do what you want, but hell, I'm 57 years old, and I routinely explore the triple-digit speed of both my cars, really. I mean, obviously not as much fun in a Hyundai Sonata as it is in a supercharged Celine, but whatever. Some people, boys will be boys. Some people never grow out of it, so stop it. Stop it. Who among you who are trolling AR-15 right now haven't done a little speeding down an old country road somewhere? Raise your hand. Oh yeah, nobody's raising their hand. Yeah, you've all done it, so give it a rest. Let's see, what else? What do I want to talk about today? Well, it is fitting that I am doing this, holding the Battle Angel Memorial Selfie Stick, because it was actually Battle Angel that suggested the topic for today. If you have a topic you'd like me to opine on, and if it interests me, I'll do it. Just leave it down there in the comment section. I'll talk about it if it's of interest to me. If it's not, I won't. Simple as that. But her idea was talking about marriage, and more specifically, how long, and because I have two daughters, this is pertinent to me, how long is long enough before one of you, it's traditionally the man that does this, but women are popping the question too, how long do you wait? And it's a good question, and it's a very subjective question, but in my opinion, you wait as long as you feel like you have waited. Enough time has passed where you're satisfied that this is the one. Now, I realize that answer sounds like a cop-out on its face value, so let me flesh it out. Now, in the 21st century, marriages fail at a rate of about 1 in 2, maybe even a little higher rate than that. So marriages don't last like they used to. For example, my parents have been married coming up in about a month and a half. They'll have been married 58 years. Um, and yes, if you do the math, I am a honeymoon baby. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. Uh, but marriages don't last nearly that long. My own marriage, for example, lasted 10 years and 6 months. From the day we got married until the day the judge struck gavel to platform and closed the case on my divorce. It was pretty much exactly 10 years and 6 months. Add the 2 years that we were together before that, and that's 12 and a half year relationship. In today's society, that's not too bad. Not nearly what I wanted it to be, but it is what it is. But in my case, how long did I want to wait before I asked the girl to marry me? I was actually, I fell hard for that one. I got to admit. She was in the initial iteration of her that I fell in love with. I fell hard, and I wanted to marry her real quick. But I wanted also to wait and to live with her, not physically live with her, but just be around her for a good amount of time. And also, we lived together for a while before I decided to ask her to marry me. And that was about a year. Um, from our first date to the time I asked her to marry me. And it was it was about 10 months between my proposal and the actual wedding. Um, we did that on purpose. We timed that out specifically to a specific date. So I won't bother you with that detail. I'm sorry, truck's coming. So I know people who were high school sweethearts that got married right out of high school. They dated through, in this one particular case, they dated their junior and senior year, and the minute they cleared the graduation, they went right into marriage, and then they went off to college together. Same college, convenient. But they knew that they wanted to get married when they were, 3, 4, 5 months into their relationship. Of course, that was junior year in high school, so that's a little young. I know people that didn't get married to each other for years and years. They dated, they cohabitated, they did everything together except sign a piece of paper and have a notary or a preacher say, "Do you? Yes. Do you? Yes. Okay, man and wife, kiss the bride, go on about your happy lives." This subject is very subjective, obviously. You have to know, the one thing I advise anyone, and I've advised this to my girls and to some of their friends who come to me because I usually will talk to them, and people of my age, their parents' age, I'll talk to them. Their parents won't talk to them in a lot of cases, but I always tell them, you need to know you first. You need to be very comfortable with who you are and where you're going before you introduce another person into your life on a permanent basis, or as permanent as it can be in 2022. It's a hard step. It's not an easy thing to go into. It's even harder to get out of if you've made a mistake. So I always advise people, congratulations on your decision. You just better make damn sure you know what you're doing. And there are some people that I know, and some of them are in this community, and some of them, and most of them are not, that um, they're perfectly fine not doing the marriage thing. And hell, some even not doing the girlfriend thing. I'm a perfect example of that right now. No girlfriend. I'm not pursuing anyone. I'm not interested in pursuing. If someone wants to pursue me, they're good luck to them. I like the way my life is set up right now. That will change, I'm sure. Everything, the one constant in the universe is change, and I'm sure that will change. That at some point in the future, whether it's the near future or the distant, I will desire female companionship in my life once again, and we'll see what happens with that. But for now, I'm content where I am. I'm happy where I am. Some people are content to simply have a girlfriend or a boyfriend in perpetuity. They do not see the need for getting a piece of paper from the state. And in this day and age, that's perfectly fine as well. Hopefully, if you make kids together, you'll raise them in a stable two parent environment, even though you're doing it without benefit of clergy. You'll participate and do it as if you were husband and wife, or wife and wife, or husband and husband, if that's the way you go. No judgment here. But this is obviously a very subjective subject. My best advice to anyone is know yourself. And then once you're good and sure of who you are and what you are and where you're going, then know your partner as well as you can. And once you have that down, and that can take years. Yeah, it could take months, or it could take years. But get to know yourself and then get to know your partner very well before you commit to the marrying game. And then once you've done that, it's constant work. And then you also better pray that something doesn't happen outside of your control, or outside of your purview, or outside of something you plan for, or whatever. Hope like hell that an event like that doesn't happen and throw everything so completely out of whack it cannot be recovered. Ask me how I know. I'll leave it at that. That's my thoughts on the subject. Really don't have too much more to say about it than that. I realize it's not the most exciting topic in the world, but it was a good suggestion by Battle Angel, and I thought I could offer my sage advice and wisdom on the subject. And quite frankly, I didn't have anything else to talk about right now anyway. So that's my advice to you. Do with it what you will. Troll me if you want to. I don't really care. But that's it for me. I said what I wanted to say. So this is your boy, Celine Driver, not walking, but always talking. And I will see you later.